Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you're at in the world. This is Ghost Warrior 38, and today I will be reviewing the Star Wars Black Series Deluxe Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. Here we see the figure here in packaging. The only thing so far I did was untape the top. He has not been out of packaging yet, hence why the helmet is still smushed the way it is. I've seen multiple videos of reviews on him getting out of the package. The helmet is pressed into the face. There is a face sculpt underneath the head. I've seen a lot of people who want to go customizing, basically dig the helmet off the head and paint the underneath the head sculpt and smooth it out and do a whole bunch of stuff, and then you have a basically unhelmeted Boba Fett figure. But yeah, personally, I'll be more excited for the Book of Boba Fett figure who actually already has a painted head sculpt in the helmet. I'm not crazy about trying to break and potentially damage the helmet. So what I've seen people do instead is use heat guns, hair dryers, pretty much any name of heat source to try and warm it up, and then press the helmet together so it spreads back, the sides spread back out. But that's a little disclaimer there. I'm probably going to worry about that later, or maybe I can get lucky and press this helmet back into it. I'll make a little addendum in the video if I'm able to do that, but I know it can be fixed. But anyway, back to that being said, here's the side of the packaging, and here's the back. It's number 6 in the Return of the Jedi line. Boba Fett with his customized Mandalorian armor, deadly weaponry, and silent demeanor. Boba Fett was one of the most feared bounty hunters in the galaxy, and then the rest of that's in other languages, warning labels, product labels, and the back in case you don't know why anyone wants to see that. But anyway, that being said, I'm going to get this guy out of packaging, so stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and Boba Fett is out of the packaging. I managed to get him here to display here. There's his weapons here at the bottom. Bringing him, lifting his viewfinder up really quick. As you can see, I tried to get the helmet out as best as I could. I don't have a heat gun on hand, so I can't really squeeze it out. Like, I can't heat it up too much and squeeze it back out. To me, I guess it looks okay. It could be a little bit better. I'll have to heat it up some more when I display it with my other Mandalorian figures. I'll have to work on it a little bit more, but for the way it is right now, I think it looks fine. But can be better. But anyway, enough meddling around about the helmet. A side note, as I showed you here, the viewfinder is a separate piece that they put on, and it does move. So I'm happy there. I like that. Really wish the Jango Fett they'd done the same thing with him, because like, there was a fight. Of course, the fight scene in Attack of the Clones on the Camino fight. Jango did move the viewfinder in when he went to fly in at Kenobi. When he launched his whipcord. And yeah, there is also a neck joint um in the bottom of the neck here that it depends on where you turn it. He can look all the way down, or you can turn it around and he'll give a good head tilt back, especially if you want to do flying poses. But yeah, as it stands here with the neck joint this way, the head tilts down, doesn't go anywhere up, but if you turn the neck joint around, it would go all the way up, but wouldn't go anywhere down. It just think opposite. It does a full 360, of course, being on a ball joint. The chest guard, belt, and crotch piece here, the armor, are all different plastic pieces and have been attached to the figure separately. If I had the gun out of his hand, the chest piece is actually a separate piece they put on top of the figure, which I thought was really nice. Just a little attention to detail, I guess. Instead of it being molded onto the figure, I like the green and the paint apps, really nice. His little Mandalorian Death's Head symbol. His shin guards, which you never saw it in the show, but of course in the Mandalorian, when Tamira Morrison tilts his leg, darts fire from the sides. But anyway, I'm really happy with this figure, and I'm glad to have him in my collection. If I were to have anyone from Return of the Jedi, it would be Boba Fett. Anyway, talking about his weapons, just move this off to the side really quick. Talking about the accessories now for this portion of the video, we of course have his iconic jetpack. But depending on where they get the pictures from, different photos, either promotional photos, on-set photos, or anything, have the jetpack and some of the weapons at different colors, as well as the armor. But that aside, it does have a removable missile here, so you could have so for display purposes and want to do scene recreations, you can have it without the missile, or you can have it with it. I could easily see someone wanting to do some customizing, could repaint this as Jango Fett's jetpack, and have two of them, and the missile. But yeah, really cool little feature, happy to have it. It stays in very well. And that being said, going down here, we have the two flame effects. I'm just going to show you the one. It holds in there really well. Doesn't isn't really loose, but it's a really tough pain because it's a strong connection here, but not from the thruster into the jetpack, so you're almost going to have to hold the thruster entirely and pull it out and be very careful, because you don't want to risk breaking these, but that's that part there. Cool piece there. You also have the flame effect here for his gauntlet. It attaches from this little nub here. And yes, I said that. If I can get his hand out of the way, bend it that way. Nope. What help if I get it the right way? Bend his arm. And fire. Really cool. Again, for display purposes and scene recreations. You can do basically a lot with it, however you want to do for display purposes. It makes the arm kind of heavy, and so the thing doesn't want to stay in there very long. And these arms, as you can tell, are they bend a lot. I'd also be careful when you're dealing with the right arm here because of the hoses here that go into the sleeve. I don't know how much stress and use these could handle. So I guess all I can say is to each his own on how they have the figure. Just be careful. I talked about the jetpack, the flame effects for the missile launcher, and the flamethrower. Of course, here I have his iconic blaster rifle. It's a shame they didn't give him that pistol, the deluxe figure that didn't have the pistol like it did in the early releases for it. It's almost a rubber here, at least it is on the back. Here it's a solid plastic, and as you saw how I had him in the beginning of the video, when I had him holding the gun, this is probably how I'll have him displayed with it. Yeah, nice gun. This is the one he's most well known for in Return of the Jedi. Not much else I can say about it. There's that. And then, of course, you get the one that's been seared by a certain man with a green lightsaber. However, it does. However, it can snap back together, where he points it at Luke. And well, that kind of got useless. But yeah. And then Boba just looks at him like, oh crap. But yeah, so that's basically just that for play value. If you have the Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker scene recreation there, points his gun at Luke, and he gets his gun sliced. Since I don't have a Return of the Jedi Luke, this piece here is just gonna end up staying in the packaging. I'm probably not gonna mess with it at all. Probably same with the fire effect piece for his flamethrower. I'm probably gonna have him displayed with the blaster rifle and the jetpack. And then, of course, the last thing here is his whipcord line. Um, it doesn't fully it doesn't snap in together. It just hangs here. But what it does basically clips around his arm. And you can somewhat line it up here with his arm. And then the end cord would stretch out. And you could probably maybe wrap it once or maybe twice or so around Luke's hand, like I got you, Skywalker. But yeah, again, this is probably one of those accessories. Since I don't have any of the other figures from Return of the Jedi, I'm probably not going to use it for anything, so it's probably just going to end up staying in the packaging. But that's just my copy of the figure anyway. But anyway, you're free to do what you want as far as displaying and customizing with the figure. I've seen people mess with the head. I've seen multiple different things on videos from people. But anyway, that is my look at Boba Fett. Not much else to say. He is one of my favorite characters as well, outside of Jango Fett being my first. I'm really happy to have this in my collection. Will go great standing alongside Din Djarin and Jango Fett. And until then, I will see you guys. Oh, actually, hang on a sec. And here he is next to my other Mandos, Din Djarin and his father Jango. Fun little fact I just found out. At the end, you could put Boba's flame effects for his jetpack in Jango's thing, but the pegs are a little too big for the holes on Jango's jetpack, so you have to be really careful putting them in, but they do fit. You just have to be very careful not to break anything. But other than that, yeah, the Jango's jetpack is literally the same mold, but yeah, just different color. Anyway, happy to have this character. He looked good with the others. And comment below to me your favorite Mandalorian figure. And let me know your thoughts about the Boba Fett action figure. So until then, I will see you guys next time with another Star Wars Black Series video. And to ensure you stay up to date on all my Star Wars related content, click that like button, comment below your favorite figure, and subscribe and stay tuned for more, and click that bell notification and turn your settings on to all. So have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, or wherever you're at in the world, and take care. And remember, the Force will be with you, always.